I'm putting things on Instagram. I'm saying, hi, I'm doing stuff today. Just because. I'm in a streaming kind of mood. It works for me. My collage is ready. Alright. I am streaming live on YouNow, period. Please, come visit me, period. I would love to talk with you, period. Just go to YouNow.com/Nikki's Essentials. Hello there, you know a person is watching. Which means you're probably watching me from YouTube. I love YouTube. It's fun. But when I usually stream live, I'm most of the time over here at YouNow. The problem with you being on YouTube and me being on YouNow is that I cannot see your comments. So if you want to chat, which I'd love to talk with you, I can't see it. And that makes me sad. Because I want to, but I can't. Because it won't let me. But, social, come on. Guys, we can do fun things, maybe. I can show you some cool stuff. Well, I don't necessarily have the things, but I can show you things. I can share stuff, pictures. All right, so that's done. Okay, I have like homework to do. I hope that doesn't count. All right, so doing homework. My little dog. My little dog. Oh, I need to do my makeup too. I'll do this and my homework at the same time. Hello, little dog. What's up? I need to get more primer. I didn't get it at the store last time when I was there. What's wrong with me? Here's another problem. Have you ever, like, I don't know. I'm still getting used to it though. Glasses, especially bifocals. Right? Not being able to see when you put on your makeup. Very annoying. So I can't really see very well. I do a lot of it by feel now. I was diagnosed with borderline glaucoma a couple months ago. I knew my eyesight was getting bad. I had no idea why, and I had no idea it was that bad. Until I got the glasses, and I'm like, huh, weird. It's okay. I got a good eye doctor. We're treating things and stuff. I occasionally have eye pain. I've been having it for the last couple of nights, but trees are having sex in my nose, so that's to be expected. Ugh. I'm working on my pores. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of good things. Actually, I found these the other night in CVS. These are, hold on, can't read. These are cleansing cloths specifically for acne. It has 2% salicylic acid, which is great for acne. I'm really liking these. They're very soothing to the face. The redness has gone down. My breakouts are a lot better. It's all hormonal at the moment because I just finished one of those girly weeks that us ladies have that are so annoying, where we hate everything, including ourselves. So, but these are nice. I like them. I think they were like maybe $5 for a pack of 25, so that's pretty good. I'm liking them so far. My face is soothed. I do it at night, and I use witch hazel as an astringent in the morning, and in the afternoon, I wash my face with, it's in my shower. It's the Unique Royalty line, but it's their pore purifying cleanser. It's very lightly exfoliant, and then I will use the toning spritz afterward, and it gives a nice natural sheen, not too much. It's really nice. So I'm a huge fan of it. This is my highlighter right here. No, but I got another one last night that I want to try. This makeup stick. Has anyone tried the Wet n Wild makeup sticks? This is their highlight. I don't know. We'll try it out. I also got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and pressed powder, Photo Focus pressed powder. I've heard that both of these are really good, and I wanted to give them a shot. I have issues with foundation. It usually first makes my skin burn, and then I start itching. I know Jay Kissa has a similar problem with foundation and allergies and face skin and stuff. So she usually goes foundation free. I do too. But I keep trying to find something that'll work and that'll not like enhance the pores that I have, even though I do use a mattifying and pore minimizing blurring primer. I mean, I'm not that vain. I just want to find stuff that works. Because sometimes I actually give a shit about my appearance. I don't know why. I hear that, ooh, it has a spatulator. Okay. Well, I'm going to, where's my, this one. Put it on my, I can't see for shit. Pardon me. Hello, little dog. I don't like anything too full coverage. These brushes, I'm also, I like that it has, I got the neutral undertone because really without the redness in my skin, which is just developed with age, it has, and sun damage, even though I do use sunscreen most of the time, but not all the time because I forget. Not on purpose. My skin is, I'm pretty glowy, or I glow in the dark. I'm so pale. I'm a pale girl. I'm okay with that though. Wow. I need a little bit more for my forehead. Put it on the brush. I have Revlon Color Stay, and that's all right. But it does enhance the look of my pores, and I really don't like that. And it settles weird on my skin. I'm looking for something that, I mean, the beauty gurus and stuff are all like, this stuff, I don't know. Everyone seems to be finding, foundations that work, and I'm kind of like, trying, failing, help. So, but seems, it's going on smoothly. It's not streaky. It works really nicely with my brush. I like using the brush. I have beauty sponges too, but I don't know. I find the brush works best for me, but that's just me. So I was, and I also like how they feel on the face. They're very soothing. Kind of pale. It's okay. I'll warm that up here in a second. This isn't settling weird at all. I'm quite pleased. Does anyone know of a good hand mirror or something that I can just like clip onto my computer or whatever, my laptop or screen or whatever, so I can, something that magnifies so that I can see without my glasses? That would be nice. So, okay. I'm liking this a lot. I know it looks pale now, but generally I've been out in the sun a lot more, but I've also been inside a lot too for because I can't really do much. I like it. It's mattifying, but not overly mattifying. You know, it's like natural glow. I like it. Wow. Tati and every other beauty guru that I've seen is right. This stuff's amazing. Nothing. It hasn't settled at all in my pores. Ugh, my teeth are gross. Um, and it still makes my skin look really, really smooth. I mean, I have pores and I have texture. It's fine. Um, and I'm fine with my texture. It doesn't bother me. I just, want to sometimes make my face look a little better. It's evened out the skin tone. Weird things happen as you age. It's okay. It all happens. It happens to everybody. Nice. Okay. So, I think my bronzer and shit's over there. Hold on. Because I definitely need to warm it up. I'm a little, Hello, little dog. It's okay. He's hiding in his crate for some reason. He's hiding. I can't see for shit. Oh, I need to use cream before I go into powder. I can't see. Can't see. Blind. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's pretty nice. What did I miss? Nothing. Wow. See, this is how foundation should go. This is how it should go. You know? Should, People are coming and going and not even leaving me a thumbs up. Help me out here. That's pretty nice. Much better. Have some lunch. I'm going to see if this works. I don't like a blinding highlight. I mean, I've not really worked with one, but I don't know. I just like to look shiny. Look nice. See if it works. I want to see how well it works. I don't have anything. Well, I have my Wet n Wild Gold Bar. I'm so glad I was able to snag one before they became really hard to come by. Okay. So it's just a twist up. That's nice. This is in 800 When the Nude Strikes. Wow, that's really nice. That was nice. It was nice and smooth, and I have a firehouse siren. Isn't it lovely? Blend that in a little bit. Oh, jeez. It's not smearing the makeup, the foundation at all. I'm just trying to soften it around the edges a bit. It's very nice. It's not over the top either. This is how I like it. If I can find something like this. It's been very good. Can't see. Oh, hey, Mike, thanks for becoming a fan. I'm so sorry. I couldn't see anything. Blind without glasses. Wow, I like this a lot. It's like the right amount of glow. Not too much, but not too little. I like it to show up, but not so much that it's like... And it's drying down nice. It's not sticky or greasy. Very cool. And see, this is coming from a non-professional. What I do for a living, I'm an audiobook narrator, and I work with unique cosmetics. So, yeah, there's that. Contour. My dog. What do you want? Oh, power. What am I doing? Do I want... I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe a little. I don't know. This is supposed to be neutral. I like this stuff. It's great. But it's pink for me. I think so anyway. It's fine. It does. I'm not trying to be all fancy. My hands are clean. Do not fret. I do a lot of makeup with my hands. Because sometimes it's just easier for me to use my hands. I'm really not trying to block anything with the mirror. I can't see. I really need a... What's the matter, Mr. Puppy? I'm waiting for... I don't know if anyone's ever heard of overtone. Supposedly, it's a conditioner, and you can get like sets like a deep conditioner and then like a regular conditioner that you use on the daily, you know? Right? And it has, dye in it. And I got purple because I love purple, A, and B, my best friend in the whole world of like 20 years just passed away a couple weeks ago. And it has thrown me for a loop. And she loved purple. So I want to do that for her too. I also want to get like a hibiscus. She was a plant nut like me. She didn't have orchids like I do, but she did have a lot of plants. Her house was full of plants. I'm just getting a little bit more here. Hello, little dog. And I don't know. I want to get more ink. I have a thing back there that really needs to be covered up. I had it for ages. And it was one of those things that you do when you're young and stupid. But I like ink. Ink is great. And I want to get stuff that matters now because I'm older and wiser. I just did something stupid, didn't I? It's okay. It's okay. I should put powder on first before I started. It gives me a nice shadow though. Ooh. Downside, hair. Downside to having hair on your head. See, I don't mind my foundation being a little pale because I just warm it up, which is much easier to do than making something paler, you know? Let's get some shade on there, man. Blend that in a little bit. Just a little bit. I love these brushes, man. I've wanted the Artiste brushes, but man, oh man, oh man, they are expensive, but worth it. I hear really great things about them. But I got these on Amazon. They're from You Spicy. And they're really dense, and they're really soft, and I really like them. They do the job. Um, the handles are flexible a little bit, so it's nice because it's like a toothbrush. You don't put too much pressure on things. Well, so far, I love this. Love this. And this foundation is incredible that I spilled all over my computer. It's fine. It's fine. My computer needed a makeover anyway, right? Exactly. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I have. What's a little spill between friends? It's fine. It didn't get into the keys. It's just on the table. But I love this, and the foundation is really great. Wow. Blown away. It's one of those things when as you're growing up, you start with other things, and then you get into the big girl stuff and things that cost more. But then, I don't know. Wet n Wild is really amazing right now, and I really like their stuff. And it's cruelty free and vegan, or most of their stuff is vegan anyway. But all of their stuff is cruelty free, and I don't know. I just really like it. I like to support brands like that. I myself am not vegan, but I like supporting brands that are cruelty free, most certainly. I don't think animals need to be tested on for things like cosmetics at all. I don't think animals need to be tested on, period, personally. There's other ways to do it now. We have but tons of technology. Really good technology. Really amazing technology. Now, we're going to try this powder with my big powder brush. It is, very light. This is in a shade that matches my foundation, so it's a slightly warmer, because that's what I wanted. Because I know I had a feeling that that was going to be pretty light. What are you doing, dog? What's the matter, little dog? What? It didn't turn down that highlight either. Really nice. It's just, I think it's just like slightly tinted. Because it's just powder. It's pressed powder. It's not powder foundation. So I think it's just like mainly translucent with just a hint of a tint so it doesn't give a white cast. Which I think is great. Okay, total fan. It's smooth. It feels nice. And my face isn't itchy. I know. I'm amazed. I'm loving it. And my face still has, you know, that natural glowiness. Not over the top, really. I do not like using cream over powder, but I really like this highlight. It's so nice. And it dries down to nothing. Beautiful. Nice. Very nice. I'm pleased. What do you need, little dog? Seriously, what? Now I'm going to use this, the Royalty Rose Water Toning Spritz. It sets a bit, it sets makeup a bit too. You don't need very much. It also provides a natural glow as well. It just seals everything in, which is great. Little dog. What is up, little dog? Okay, I've got makeup on. I'm going to have a little bit more of my lunch before I continue. So how's everyone today? I hope y'all are well. Um, I'm randomly putting on my makeup for fun, whatever. When I should be doing homework. You know? Um, Okay, now I'm going to do like one of my favorite eyelets. It's so easy, it's ridiculous. So I use my Unique Splurge cream shadow, which, oh my god, I love these. They're so creamy and hopeful. And I like to put that on my lid first. I developed this one, you know, like, because I've been in bed a lot because moving around is really difficult at the moment. I have, my sciatic nerve is once again being pinched. This happened again 2 years ago. I had a microendoscopy discectomy, and I am having another on Wednesday. This time they're removing 2 discs instead of 1. L5-S1 is gone. They're going to be removing L4 into L3, the discs in between there. I have no idea if he replaces it or not. But it's the same surgeon. What I deal with is something called spondylolisthesis. And there's a couple different types, but it's all really the same thing. It's just, you know, it presents in different people different ways, as most things do, right? So, I don't know. The Splurge cream eyeshadows make for a really great base, primer. Also, just adds a little bit of sheen, makes it really easy. They blend really nicely. They smooth out into a powder. It's everything. Everything you ever want in a cream shadow. It's gorgeous. They have so many colors. Let's see what's going on over there right now. We have the June customer kudos, and we have now a new lip plumper. I think they're sold out, but I think they're getting more in again soon. The purple bag for the presenters kit is coming back. I will have one to give away soon because I have a coupon and I can get it for free, and I don't need it, so I'm going to get it and I'm going to give it away to one of you guys. I'm going to do a contest. I don't know what, but I'm going to do a contest, so make sure you follow and stuff right here on YouNow, and we'll do something fun. So yeah, there's that. Next, I like to, so I like to go in with my Moonstruck Addiction 1 shadow palette, and I'm going to use Elated because it is literally the same tone as my skin. So, you know, it's a great base. I'm just going to put it 2/3 of the way in. And a little and above the crease because it'll help me blend things, you know. But only 2/3 of the way, and I want that the pink, very light pink shimmer to be on the inner corner. This is going to be a really light, really simple thing that I developed. You know, I watch a lot of beauty gurus myself on YouTube. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So, but I'm nowhere close to either a professional for anything except for audiobook reading. That's it. I just like makeup a lot. Anyway, I developed this because, you know, one of the things that with chronic pain and chronic ailments is that it's debilitating. Sure, that's a given most of the time. It's also very isolating, and it's dehumanizing. I mean, you're going to doctors, they're telling you it's all in your head, which happens to a lot of people, or you're not allowed to have pain management because medical assistance requires it medically unnecessary, and you can't get MRIs for whatever to figure out why it hurts, which has happened to me a few times. I still can't get actual pain management specialist. I've asked my doctors, I've asked my neurosurgeons, still can't see one because it's deemed medically unnecessary. So I don't know what to do there. But anyway, so that's why I developed this. It's really easy. It's something you can easily do in bed, make you feel a little bit more human. I don't know, something a little bit more normal, or I don't know. It helps me. It's something that helps me because I like makeup. It's just pigments. It's pretty. It's fun to play with, you know. And so that's what I do. I like to do that when I'm bored in bed. And now I'm using Brassy, which is this. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but yeah, it is. Okay, I'll use Brassy all over the lid because it is satin, but not matte. But it's not super shiny at all. It's just really nice, glowy. But I don't like to use too much shimmer in the crease because it kind of defeats the purpose. But it's going to go over top of Elated, but just not as far up. It's going to go right, right at the crease and below, 2/3 in, Brassy. So that's why, you know, and you know, sometimes you have to go to the doctor or to the pharmacy and you feel like garbage. But you know, if you could just do something a little easy for yourself and just do something for yourself. I don't know. Putting on makeup sometimes just makes me feel better. It makes me happy. It kind of, I don't know, makes me feel like a person again, like I'm part of society and not just this thing that's laying in bed, which is not as fun as it seems, guys. It's not a vacation, trust me. Now I'm using Chipper, which is this medium brown right here. Just going to touch it. And I'm going to do that in the outer corner and just in the crease. Not all the way through, though. Not all the way in. It's really, really easy. And this is, you know, just, it goes in the crease just to, and, you know, since my eyes are kind of, my lids are kind of hooded, I'm going to bring it a little bit above. And a little bit out and a little bit up. So my eyes don't go down, you know, the ends don't go down. Look like visual. So I'm changing the visuals. And once again, I'm using my fingers. Just sometimes it's easiest just to blend it out. And I love these shadows. They blend out so nicely. They're so smooth. And I just put this in the outer V and in the crease a bit and just above. Put that down. Blend with the other hand. And there's that. And then I like to take Swanky. Now, if you want to go a little bit darker, you can. You can take Forthright right here, this dark brown, and just do like a smidgen right in the corner, like smack right here. That's it. Just kind of blend that right there in the corner just by patting it. It doesn't go in the crease. It doesn't go above anywhere. Well, I mean, you can bring it out a little bit to do that eye lifting thing. It just kind of deepens that corner. Gives a little bit more depth and dimension. Because my eyes aren't really deep set at all, but they are hooded. So it's all about just changing the visual. And just a little bit down here. And then, let's see, I just like to use my finger. I'm going to take Swanky right here, which is this little shimmery, kind of metallic, really light bronze, this color. It's really pretty. And I just like to put that right there in the center. Just dab it. Not on the lid, not on the crease, just in the center. Blend it with the other colors. Right there. Just, I don't know, just adds a little bit of sparkle. I love this color. I think this has to be my favorite in the palette. It's so nice. Pretty good. And then there is Sincere, which is really, it's it's a very translucent color. It does not have a lot of pigment, but it does add shine. It's more like a really light highlighter or highlighting color. It's just like this really nice gray silver. You can just hint right there in the center. Just, it's not highly pigmented. It's not supposed to be, right? This isn't supposed to be very pigmented. It's supposed to just, bring that little bit of sparkle right here in the center. Completely changes the look, brightens the eye. And when you're going out, it just, you get the nice focus on your pretty eyes. You feel a little better about yourself. You look healthy and happy, and you don't know. You look, I don't know. You look and feel more like yourself instead of some sick person in bed, and when you have to go out. So, it's just a nice change. Makes me feel good. And that's why I made it. It's easy. It's useful. And I'm going to just do my brows real quick. I don't really have many. What I would love to do, if I could ever afford it, I can't. There's a place in town, and they're really great. And I've been to their salon, and it's a wonderful salon with great people. I love it. I want to get my brows microbladed. I can't shape my brows for shit, to be honest with you. I fake it. And so, I don't know. I guess. And I wanted to actually go get my brows waxed before surgery on Wednesday. I don't know, just because. See, that's better. But see, this one is this side of my face is a bit higher, so it makes it complicated and weird. But the key with this is just to do small, short strokes, imitate the hair. This is more pigmented than the L'Oreal one, or was it Revlon? I don't know. But they have a similar pencil like this with spoolie on the end. Um, it's more pigmented, but still not overly pigmented, where if you're newer and not as great as doing your brows like me, um, you can easily fix your mistakes or whatever. This is a great color for my brows. It just kind of darkens them just a bit. And now I'm just going to give the illusion that there's what's really fun about sitting? My leg is falling asleep. Yay, that's fun. I have to I really want to get a professional to do this. At least shape them for me, and then I can train myself to do them better. You know what I mean? I just, I mean, I don't want them like super thin, or I'm not into the whole Instagram brow thing. My brows are natural. I like it that way. You know, just trying to even them out, make them look, groomed and decent looking. I don't like to look a mess. I occasionally care about my appearance, every now and again. That's better. Don't you think? I think so. They just look better. Just put a little bit of, right, I know I did it earlier, but kind of brushed out. It's right underneath. Get a little pizzazz from the, the tip of the arch to the tail, just to bring it all around. Very nice. I'm pleased. Super easy look to do. Nothing complicated about it. So, if you're like me and you have chronic pain and stuff and you have to deal with that, really easy look. And you can do this with any colors that you have. Unique has tons of colors. I'll show you in a minute. And now I'm just going to do basic eyeliner. Warm up just a bit. This is Unique Precision Moodstruck Precision Pencil Eyeliner in Perfect, which is not like black, but it's more like a gray charcoal black. If that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just a lady who's been doing her makeup since she was like 16 years old. That was 20 years ago. So I'm not a pro, I'm just a regular person. And I just bring the pencil up just, like I would if I was making a wing, but I'm not. I'm bringing my eye up visually just by giving it a little bit more of a darker shadow and lifting that up above the lash line just a tad. See, just putting a little bit extra above the lash line at an angle towards the outside, like you would if you were making a wing, really changes the look of things a little bit. It's very subtle, but it just brings the end of this eye up visually. The pencils are great. They're creamy. I like that this isn't like stark black. It's just a nice charcoal black. A really dark gray, I'm not going to do the waterline all the way in, just a smidgen. Like where the eyeball ends before the tear duct. Better. Super better. Uh-oh. Where'd the lid go? It's over here, I think. Come on, lid. Come on. Where's my dog? Oh, he's in there. I lost the lid. No. Don't fail at me yet. Oh, there it is. Right here. Got it. So, if there are any ladies out there, or gentlemen, who like makeup and deal with chronic pain, what are your favorite techniques to use when doing something like this? When dealing with chronic pain, when you're in bed, do you like to put on makeup? Why do you like to do it? Does it, just elevate the mood, something fun to do? Now, Younique has this really great Mood Struck 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, and it's great. I'm not a huge fan of fibers myself. It came with my presenter kit. This is good though. My tip for you is that when you get this and, use regular mascara first, and then do the transplant gel. And then when you're putting on the fibers, do it from the mid shaft of the, if you're just going for length, especially, like mid shaft to the tips, or just the tips really. Otherwise, it can look a little clumpy. Now, if you're looking for more volume, you could do it the full length of the lash. Just be aware that it's going to be a little clumpy, so you might want to comb out your lashes afterward, you know? So that's that. Woot! Ow, I bit my tongue. That hurt. Oh, thank you for all the thumbs. I appreciate it. Um, I have this, and it's supposed to be self-sharpening, my lip pencil, but can't quite seem to get it to do that. I love you, Mr. Puppy. You okay? I'll have to look it up. But it's a really pretty color. I really like it. Hello there, people from YouTube. Thank you for watching. Now, the problem with you being on YouTube, like the problem with this self-sharpening pencil that isn't sharpening, and it's like dull as frack. Is that if you comment or chat in the chat room on the YouTube, I can't see your comments. I'm over here at younow.com/Nikki's Essentials. Come on over, chat with me. I'm procrastinating. This is what I'm doing. And then I just do like this lucrative lip gloss in Lucid. It's really nice. It's just a really light baby pink with just a hint of shimmer. And it just... And this gloss would look good over any lip liner, lipstick, lip pencil, whatever. And it's not sticky. See, it's not going to glue your lips together. And you're not going to get strings. It just looks nice. Mwah. And that's it. for makeup. That is all. And the cool thing with the lucrative lip glosses, they have little mirrors on the side. Ooh, mirror, you can see my camera. Can you? Hello. So if you're on the go, you can just shove this in your purse, and you have a little mirror so you can see what you're doing. You can touch up your eyeliner or your lipstick or your lip gloss, and you're good to go. That's it. And then just another spritz of the rose water spray to set everything else and to just add a little natural glow. And it gives you a nice sheen, but I don't get oily all day with this, and I'm an oily girl. Yeah, looks good. I like it. I'd go to the doctors like this. They'd be like, what? I don't know, I get less pity looks when I'm not looking all disheveled. I look partially disheveled. Did I brush my hair today? I have no idea. Let's see. It just adds nice, it further just gives a nice natural glow from within all over the face. It's really nice. It just sets everything. It's really good. So yeah, unique products. Today I used the Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette #1 with the shades Elated, Sincere, Brassy, Chipper, Swanky, and a smidgen of Forthright. And then there's Zealous over here, which is like Forthright with just a bit of shimmer. And then I used Wet n Wild Pressed Powder, which I was really impressed with, their Photo Focus. And then their Photo Focus foundation. This is the first foundation I found in years that I love. I love it. And that was a first try. So good. Then I used this highlight stick over here, right here. It's really nice, super creamy, blends nicely, not sticky, not greasy. It's so good. Then my Maybelline Age Rewind, which I need to get more of, in 20N106 with goji berry and phylloxo. Used my Milani Prime Shield. I like this so much. It doesn't make my face feel really hot. I used Splurge Cream Shadow in Hopeful. Super pretty. Comes in a really nice frosted glass container. .16 ounces, 4.5 grams. I used my unique Moodstruck Precision Pencils lip liner in Plush. Really nice nude, go with anything. Oh, my absolute favorite unique product is this. The Lip Bonbons. It is a tinted lip balm, and it's, the size of a lipstick, not a tiny skinny lip balm. And it screws off. It's metal, it's aluminum. Really firm. There is plastic inside, however, but it keeps it nice and secure, so in your purse, it's not going to just slip off. You can have to actually twist it off. So that's great. And it comes up just like a lipstick. You get a lot of product. I've used a lot of it, though. So, as a very slight vanilla scent, it has a little, very slight sweet taste, not overly so. It doesn't smell like candy. It's not overly sweet at all. They have this in 5 colors. This is Red Velvet Cake, my absolute favorite. This was a gift from a friend. This is what got me started in Unique and selling the products. Look how nice that is. It just glides so smooth. It's natural product. It has beeswax in it. All Unique products are cruelty free. So yeah. And if you want, I have all of my information right down here. My email, website, the shop, for ordering and signing up for virtual parties on Facebook. You don't even have to get out of your jammies. All you have to do is sign up, and I'll be there, and I'll take care of all the work for you. All you have to do, sign up, invite your friends, you're good to go. My Instagram and my Twitter are down there as well. So yeah, now you know how to get a hold of me. Should you want to become a presenter yourself, order stuff, host a party, which is absolutely free, but helps me and you can earn some free shit. I like free shit. Do you like free shit? I like free shit. Boom. Brushes. And then I use these Spicy makeup brushes. I like these a lot. Very nice. Very soft on the face. I think I did a good job. Perfection. I are pleased. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to go actually do my homework now. And we can do my homework together. Yeah, that's the other thing about chronic pain. It's isolating. And so I'm usually here, just with, besides having my dog, I'm here at home with a dog, a cat, my neighbors across the hall, and all that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Good deal. All right, let's do some homework. Let me finish my lunch. My beautiful little dog. You're such a good dog. I'm not gonna bother him. He's in his crate. I don't bother him while he's in his crate. That's his space. His own private space. Where he can go if he does not want to be bothered. And he is entitled to that. He's a good dog, and believe me, he's earned it. He's a very good boy. He takes very good care of me. He's entitled to anything he gets. He's such a good guy. Let's do some homework. I need to finish at least one of the essays today. That's what I would like to do. That's my goal. Which it won't be hard. I just need to finish it. Oof. Yay. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. I didn't put any mascara at the moment. I don't really feel like it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really care at the moment. But I think it turned out pretty good. Really simple to do. No biggie. Okay. All right. So let's see. Homework. Yuck. I'm gonna actually do some work. Ooh. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the thumbs up. That's awesome. I'm trying to get to the next level of the thing because that's important or special or something. Wow, it's 4 o'clock. How the hell did that happen? Okay. Oh, this is really easy. It's just leftover roasted chicken. I put it into the Instant Pot. Added 3 bell peppers, seeded, cut into thick strips. A can of pineapple I used generic in real juice, not syrup. A bottle of Newman's Own honey barbecue sauce. And an onion. And that's it. I made the rice separately because I was trying to stretch it. And this is jasmine rice. It's really, really good. Really easy, too. Um, how local notes are handling um, U.S. News. Oh my god. So many. I have so many windows open, it's ridiculous. Hello there, you know a person is watching. Hey, welcome. If you want to have a talk and stuff, because I would love to talk to you, you'll have to come over here to YouNow because I cannot see what you're commenting or writing in YouTube, which is a shame. Hey, little dog. He's such a good dog. It's so hot out today. Sorry. Smack the thing. Um, I am doing, let's see, my essay for week 2 in my American government class, 210. Research essay on government and healthcare. Um, it's being written for the president to read. The U.S. healthcare system has been a controversial topic for decades. Here are identify a current issue being debated about the American healthcare system, explain 2 competing solutions to this problem, evaluate which one is preferable, address the responsibilities of each level of government, which are federal, state, and local. Most of the essay will be about the federal government. Um, Make sure per the rubric to differentiate among the 3 branches of the federal government. is my essay that I need to write. And I'm gonna try to get it done tonight. So I'll have one essay down. I'll have another to do, which I'll probably do. Well, it's not due till Friday, but at least wanted to start on the research for that. And then and I have another essay for World Lit 2, World Literature. And that's also due on Friday, but that's 4 to 5 pages versus this one, which is only 300 words minimum, not including the references and footnotes and whatnot. And so that's there. But then I also have the forums that I need to do for them, and the minimum length for that is 300 words each, and then the responses, which have to be thought out and, if needed, research and cited and all that stuff. I wish there was like a magical homework fairy that would do an essay for me. Surgery on Wednesday, and that is really going to frack up my schedule for the week. Though luckily I was smart and I notified my professors in week 1 that this is going to be happening, and there's, I don't want to get out of the surgery, and I'm not trying to what am I trying to say? I'm not trying to minimize my responsibilities that I signed up for when I signed up for these classes. I will do the work. I will make it happen. Whatever I've got to do. And yeah. So that's what my plans are till Tuesday. Because Tuesday night I fast. Wednesday morning I'm going to York for surgery at fuck you o'clock, as it usually is, which is an hour away. And then I'm going to be staying there for 24 hours. I'll have my laptop and all this stuff, my things. So, well, hello there, ERG. What's happening? How are you? So I will have the laptop and I'll be able to do my homework. The only real problem with that is that in hospitals, especially after surgeries and stuff, I'll be on morphine. That'll be fun. Trying to write an essay on morphine. That's what I should totally stream. Being on morphine while writing an essay about John Locke. Great! Sounds entertaining. I know. I would like to watch that. It's going to be a train wreck. It'll be fantastic. And then I'll go back the next day and I'll be like, what the fuck was I on? Oh yeah, morphine, right? Anyway. But I'll be there for 24 hours. I'll have my stuff that I need, and I'll be able to get the homework done. Nurses take vitals every 2 hours, around the clock. So there's really no point in sleeping or, anything. And I will be made sure to move every couple of hours. I have to walk, to prevent blood clots and to keep my body moving because it's a back surgery. And that's one of the things that helps is just to keep moving and to exercise the spine and exercise the core muscles and keeping them strong afterward and getting up and walking as soon as possible after surgery as soon as you can feel your legs. And yeah, it'll be fine. I've got a great surgeon. I had the same surgeon last time. It'll be fine. So yeah. Okay. What I'm trying to figure out is, am I writing a letter to the president, or am I just writing like an article for him to read or something? I'm gonna go find out. Come on. I don't know. It does weird shit sometimes. Enter classes. That's my textbook. I need to finish reading chapter 3 too. Holy frack on a thing and a stuff. And what are my messages now? Oh, this is for everything else. Fairly new way of delivering feedback through the system program, not to assess your. Go to the turn-in score and click it. You will see several tabs on the left, including one on a balloon. You'll see my comment. Okay, got it. All right. So, no, I'm done. Okay. Yes. Oh, I should probably do my week 1 quiz, right? I'm not registered to take this assessment. Tools. I need assignments, announcements, calendar. Syllabus, lessons. My quizzes. Oh, tests and quizzes. Week 1 quiz. Due Sunday, 12:05 a.m. Okie dokie. 30 minutes. I'm fucked. Just saying. Hi there. How are you? I should probably finish reading that chapter. Chapter 3. Don't you think? That'd be good. I'm going to put this away for now. I need to read the chapter before I do the. So how are things? How are you doing? Chapter 3. And yes, I do use text to speech when reading textbooks, so I don't get too distracted most of the time.
Federalism figures prominently in the U.S. political system. Specifically, the federal design spelled out in the Constitution divides powers between 2 levels of government, the states and the federal government, and creates a mechanism for them to check and balance one another. As an institutional design, federalism both safeguards state interests and creates a strong union led by a capable central government. American federalism also seeks to balance the forces of decentralization and centralization. We see decentralization when we cross state lines and encounter different taxation levels, welfare eligibility requirements, and voting regulations, to name just a few. Centralization is apparent in the fact that the federal government is the only entity permitted to print money, to challenge the legality of state laws, or to employ money grants and mandates to shape state actions. Colorful billboards with simple messages may greet us at state borders, figure 3.1, but behind them lies a complex and evolving federal design that has structured relationships between states and the federal government since the late 1700s. What specific powers and responsibilities are granted to the federal and state governments? How does our process of government keep these separate governing entities in balance? To answer these questions and more, this chapter traces the origins, evolution, and functioning of the American system of federalism, as well as its advantages and disadvantages for citizens. 3.1 The Division of Powers. Learning Objectives. By the end of this section, you'll be able to explain the concept of federalism, discuss the constitutional logic of federalism, identify the powers and responsibilities of federal, state, and local governments. Modern democracies divide governmental power in two general ways. Some, like the United States, use a combination of both structures. The first and more common mechanism shares power among three branches of government: the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. The second, federalism, apportions power between two levels of government, national and subnational. In the United States, the term federal government refers to the government at the national level, while the term states means governments at the subnational level. Federalism defined and contrasted. Federalism is an institutional arrangement that creates two relatively autonomous levels of government, each possessing the capacity to act directly on behalf of the people with the authority granted to it by the national constitution. Point 1 Although today's federal systems vary in design, 5 structural characteristics are common to the United States and other federal systems around the world, including Germany and Mexico. First, all federal systems establish two levels of government, with both levels being elected by the people, and each level assigned different functions. The national government is responsible for handling matters that affect the country as a whole, for example, defending the nation against foreign threats and promoting national economic prosperity. Subnational, or state governments, are responsible for matters that lie within their regions, which include ensuring the well-being of their people by administering education, health care, public safety, and other public services. By definition, a system like this requires that different levels of government cooperate, because the institutions at each level form an interacting network. In the U.S. federal system, all national matters are handled by the federal government, which is led by the President and members of Congress, all of whom are elected by voters across the country. All matters at the subnational level are the responsibility of the 50 states, each headed by an elected governor and legislature. Thus, there is a separation of functions between the federal and state governments, and voters choose the leader at each level. Point 2. The second characteristic common to all federal systems is a written-in national constitution that cannot be changed without the substantial consent of subnational governments. In the American federal system, the 27 amendments added to the Constitution since its adoption were the result of an arduous process that required approval by 2/3 of both houses of Congress and 3/4 of the states. The main advantage of this supermajority requirement is that no changes to the Constitution can occur unless there is broad support within Congress and among states. The potential drawback is that numerous national amendment initiatives, such as the Equal Rights Amendment (ERA), which aims to guarantee equal rights regardless of sex, have failed because they cannot garner sufficient consent among members of Congress or, in the case of the ERA, the states. Third, the constitutions of countries with federal systems formally allocate legislative, judicial, and executive authority to the two levels of government in such a way as to ensure each level some degree of 70. Chapter 3, American Federalism. This OpenStax book is available for free at http:// Autonomy from the other. Under the U.S. Constitution, the President assumes executive power, Congress exercises legislative powers, and the federal courts, e.g., U.S. District courts, appellate courts, and the Supreme Court assume judicial powers. In each of the 50 states, a governor assumes executive authority. A state legislature makes laws, and state-level courts, e.g., trial courts, intermediate appellate courts, and Supreme Courts, possess judicial authority. While each level of government is somewhat independent of the others, and a great deal of interaction occurs among them. In fact, the ability of the federal and state governments to achieve their objectives often depends on the cooperation of the other level of government. For example, the federal government's efforts to ensure homeland security are bolstered by the involvement of law enforcement agents working at local and state levels. On the other hand, the ability of states to provide their residents with public education and healthcare is enhanced by the federal government's financial assistance. Another common characteristic of federalism around the world is that national courts commonly resolve disputes between levels and departments of government. In the United States, conflicts between states and the federal government are adjudicated by federal courts, with the U.S. Supreme Court being the final arbiter. The resolution of such disputes can preserve the autonomy of one level of government, as illustrated recently when the Supreme Court ruled that states cannot interfere with the federal government's actions relating to immigration. Point 3. In other instances, a Supreme Court ruling can erode that autonomy, as demonstrated in the 1940s when, in United States v. Wrightwood Dairy Co., the court enabled the federal government to regulate commercial activities that occurred within states, a function previously handled exclusively by the states. Point 4. Finally, subnational governments are always represented in the upper house of the national legislature, enabling regional interests to influence national lawmaking. Point 5. In the American federal system, the U.S. Senate functions as a territorial body by representing the 50 states. Each state elects 2 senators to ensure equal representation regardless of state population differences. Thus, federal laws are shaped in part by state interests, which senators convey to the federal policymaking process. Division of power can also occur via a unitary structure or confederation, figure 3.2. In contrast to federalism, a unitary system makes subnational governments dependent on the national government, where significant authority is concentrated. Before the late 1990s, the United Kingdom's unitary system was centralized to the extent that the national government held the most important levers of power. Since then, power has been gradually decentralized through a process of devolution, leading to the creation of regional governments in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, as well as the delegation of specific responsibilities to them. Other democratic countries with unitary systems, such as France, Japan, and Sweden, have followed a similar path of decentralization. In a confederation, authority is decentralized, and the central government's ability to act depends on the consent of the subnational governments. Under the Articles of Confederation, the first Constitution of the United States, states were sovereign and powerful while the national government was subordinate and weak. Because states were reluctant to give up any of their power, the national government lacked authority in the face of challenges such as servicing the war debt, ending commercial disputes among states, negotiating trade agreements with other countries, and addressing popular uprisings that were sweeping the country. As the brief American experience with Confederation clearly shows, the main drawback with this system of government is that it maximizes regional self-rule at the expense of effective national governance. Federalism and the Constitution. The Constitution contains several provisions that direct the functioning of U.S. federalism. Some delineate the scope of national and state power, while others restrict it. The remaining provisions shape relationships among the states and between the states and the federal government. The enumerated powers of the national legislature are found in Article 1, Section 8. These powers define the jurisdictional boundaries within which the federal government has authority. In seeking not to replay the problems that plagued the young country under the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution's framers granted Congress specific powers that ensured its authority over national and foreign affairs. 2. Provide for the general welfare of the populace. It can tax, borrow money, regulate interstate and foreign commerce, and protect property rights, for example, to provide for the common defense of the people. The federal government can raise and support armies and declare war. Furthermore, national integration and unity are fostered with the government's powers over the coining of money, naturalization, postal services, and other responsibilities. The last clause of Article 1, Section 8, commonly referred to as the elastic clause or the necessary and proper clause, enables Congress to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying out its constitutional responsibilities. While the enumerated powers define the policy areas in which the national government has authority, the elastic clause allows it to create the legal means to fulfill those responsibilities. However, the open-ended construction of this clause has enabled the national government to expand its authority beyond what is specified in the Constitution, a development also motivated by the expansive interpretation of the Commerce Clause, which empowers the federal government to regulate interstate economic transactions. The powers of the state governments were never listed in the original Constitution. The consensus among the framers was that states would retain any powers not prohibited by the Constitution or delegated to the national government. Point 6. However, when it came time to ratify the Constitution, a number of states requested that an amendment be added explicitly identifying the reserved powers of the states. What these anti-federalists sought was further assurance that the national government's capacity to act directly on behalf of the people would be restricted, which the first 10 amendments, Bill of Rights, provided. The 10th Amendment affirms the states' reserved powers. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, or reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. Indeed, state constitutions had bills of rights, which the first Congress used as the source for the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. Some of the states' reserved powers are no longer exclusively within state domain, however. For example, since the 1940s, the federal government has also engaged in administering health, safety, income security, education, and welfare to state residents. The boundary between intrastate and interstate commerce has become indefinable as a result of broad interpretation of the Commerce Clause. Shared and overlapping powers have become an integral part of contemporary U.S. federalism. These concurrent powers range from taxing, borrowing, and making and enforcing laws to establishing court systems.
do I have a wasp in my freaking house? Go away. I don't want you. It wants to land on me. You not wanted to land on me? It will sting me and then I will die. I'm watching you. I see you. Evil. Evil. Hello there, Jean. How are ya? I'm multiply doing things. I'm homeworking, trying to get somewhat ahead. Actually, I'm kind of behind at the moment. If I am paged off, you don't have to leave. Keep talking. I will check back. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm doing my homework. Ah, okay. I need to go back up here and deal with things that I haven't. Cause. Hi, puppy. Oh, hold on. All right. I've been on enough. I have lots of homework to do, and I don't want to bore myself for you. I'll probably be back on later. It has been fun. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.